Hello, my dear brothers and sisters around the world. Welcome back to Planet Bhakti. So, today we are going to continue with our other experiences of Tarkhad family. As those of you who know, who have seen the previous episodes, I highly recommend watching the previous one and many other ones where Mr. Tarkhad and his family had such a great experience, various experiences. So, without any further delay, let's continue. So those who are new to this, basically, I'm talking about a mention if you can find in Sai Baba's Sai Sat Charitra book, and there is a mention about Tarkat family. But then the grandson rather, I should say, Mr. Virendra Jyotinder Tarkat, who has written a book called Live Experiences of the Tarkat Family with Sri Sai Baba of Shirdi, and we are talking about different experiences from that book. So today, another amazing episode we are going to talk about when Mr. Jyotinder Tarkad, who is the father of the author, had such a memorable experience, I would say. What happened is, so he visited Shirdi, and in those days, this is obviously early 1900s, people used to go, to do the morning routine, I would say, on the outside. So there is a small stream in Shirdi where not too much of traffic in the morning you would find, so people would go there. The same thing. So Mr. Jyotinder Tarkad, who was also there, and he went uh, to finish his morning routine there. And while he was going there, suddenly people started shouting, "Londa, ala re, ala pala." Now, this is in Marathi, and Mr. Jyotinder Tarkad, who is not actually that much familiar with Marathi because his studies were in English, he couldn't understand what exactly these people are saying. Now, Londa in Marathi actually means flood is coming. So they were shouting that flood is coming, please move away. Now he couldn't understand, and he just went there, and suddenly within seconds, right in front of him, he saw that the huge wave of water was coming towards him, and there was no chance for him to go anywhere. He was thinking that that is it, that is the end of his, that's his last day and last moment. And he immediately shouted, Sai Baba. He kind of started, you know calling Sai Baba to save him. What he said was, in the book, it says, Baba, Melo Mala Vachawa, Vacha meaning save me. So he shouted that, and he closed his eyes because he was thinking like, I'll be swept away with this gushing water. And after a few seconds, he thought that by then it would be, he'll be gone. But nothing happened. He heard the water gushing, but nothing happens to him. And slowly he opened his eyes, and it was the most amazing experience, I would say, that anybody could have. And he saw that the water had parted in two sides, and it was not touching him. The water was flowing with that intensity, but on his left and right side, but he himself was intact. Water was, slowly it was receding, but it was not touching him. He couldn't believe that initially, but then he saw that slowly the water started receding, and then it came to up to his feet level, where and then water started coming to him, and he slowly walked out of water. And that was the mesmerizing experience he had. So then he went back home, told his mother about the experience, and obviously the mother said that, well, you should go to Baba first thing, right away. And that's exactly what he did. He, after showering and all, he went to see Baba. And as soon as he went there, as soon as he climbed the steps of Baba's place, Baba called him like, hey Bau, hey brother, why were you shouting in the morning calling me for help? I mean, he was amazed. Obviously, he had been experiencing this kind of from Baba, so he knew that Baba knows all these things. He went to the feet of Baba, and Baba pulled him up and he said, "Why are you worried? I am not going to let you die. You are in Shirdi. You are in my, you are under my auspicious this place, and my under my blessings, you won't die. You have to do a lot of other things. So that's what he told him, like, hey Bao, I bring you to Shirdi not for dying, he said, or Baba said. So this experience he told his son, obviously. And then now, if those who are a little bit familiar with Bible, like Christian religion, there was a movie called Ten Commandments. Now this movie was sometimes around 1960s, and it was released in 1962 in Bombay. Now there is a scene where Moses, consider like this whole Bible thing. Those who don't know, doesn't matter, but almost similar situation is there in described and actually very well shown in this movie, which is the sea is ocean is there, and it is, so the people are moving away and they have to cross this place, and there is an ocean right in front of them where obviously they cannot. So what happens is Moses then prays to God to make a road. And then you can see in this picture that after, this is the picture from the movie, that after he prays to God, suddenly the whole ocean gets in two parts, and the road gets opened so that people can walk through the sea in a way, and without getting hurt. This, when Jyotinda Tarkar, Virendra Tarkar, who is the author, he went to see this movie because in those days this movie was like a blockbuster, and it is really an amazing movie. If those who can find it, I remember I had seen it, and it's an amazing movie. So when he saw it, he realized that my father should see this, because this is exactly the experience that Sai Baba had him experience in his life. So he convinced, because obviously his father was very old in 1960s now, and he hadn't been to the theaters for 30 years almost. So somehow he convinced that this is not a the movie of just entertainment type thing. You will realize that what this is about God and all that. So finally he brought him to the theater, and Mr. Tarkad, who had actually experienced he watched this part, and after that he came out, obviously was very emotional, and he said this is exactly what happened with him, and Baba did it to me. So this obviously is hundreds of years ago that this Jesus did this, or Moses did that. But same thing, Baba was no was also capable enough to do it. So though we know how Jesus was, those who know it, and Baba was almost similar way, like he was always thinking in the interest of people, not for himself or her. This is the amazing experience Mr. Tarkat had. So anyway, just wanted to share this quick episode, and I hope you guys are doing well. Please make sure to subscribe, because that's how we can spread the words of Baba to all of other people. And if you are a devotee, let's just chant Anantakoti Brahmanand Nayak Rajadiraj Rogiraj Parabrahma Sri Sachidanand Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki Jai. Astu.